Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we will start with chapter or tutorial number 2, the derivatives. This is very important chapter. Okay, so we will start in this week with this chapter, and inshallah, next week we will finish all subjects for this chapter. Okay, if we have slope, how can find the slope, how can find the equation of the line, how can find the tangent line, the derivatives, limit or derivative by limit, some application of the derivatives, and so on. Okay, now in general, the real line denoted by y equal mx plus b, where the m is the slope, and b y-intercept. B-y-intercept. This is 0b, the point y-intercept 0b. Look at this example. Here we have a 3 slope and denoted by m, and the y-intercept equal -4. The point of y-intercept 0, -4. What's the meaning y-intercept? Y-intercept mean this is x and this is y. Okay, at -4 we have intersection point between the line. Okay, the line y equal 3x minus 4. Okay, and the y-axis. So this is y-intercept, the intersection point between the line and y-axis. This is the y-intercept. Okay, now look at this. We have the 3 line parallel. Look at, if we have parallel, we have the same slope. The slope for the first line 2, the second line 2, and the third line 2. But we have different lines, but parallel. Okay. Now look at the -1. This is the y-intercept. Y-intercept -1 for the first line. For the second, we don't have b, so the slope 0. Oh, sorry, the y-intercept 0, because we can put it plus 0. At the third point, the third line, we have y-intercept at 1. Look at this. This is the y-intercept. So if we have negative coefficient of x like this, this is the slope also, -2, -2, -2, and different y-intercept 0 and 1. We have 4 cases. In general, we have 4 cases. I need a new slide to put it the 4 cases. For the line. Sometimes we have increasing, decreasing, horizontal, and vertical. Okay, this is the line. Wait, some student need to. Okay, again. If we have increasing line, so the equation y equal mx plus b, and the slope here m greater than 0, and the y-intercept this point b, this point. So we have y-intercept b and slope, but the slope positive greater than 0, because the line from left to right increasing. If we have line from left to right decreasing, so the equation y equal mx plus b, but m less than 0, and this is the y-intercept b. If we have horizontal line at the y-intercept b, the equation in general y equal b. We don't have x because the slope equals 0. If we have horizontal line, the slope equal 0. So 0 multiply x, so we need to remove term in x. So we have only y equal b. This is the equation, okay? And the last one, if we have x-intercept, we don't have y-intercept. X-intercept at A, so the equation x equal A. This is the vertical line. Okay. What's the slope value in the fourth line, the vertical line? Okay. 0. 0 if we have horizontal, but no slope. Good. The slope m is undefined. The slope is undefined. So we have slope positive or negative, 0, and undefined. Okay, this is the fourth cases for any slope. Okay. Now, how can find the slope from the equation? Sometimes we have the equation of the line and we need to find the slope of the equation. For example, if we have some equation and need to find the slope and y-intercept of the following straight line. Number 1, y equal 5x minus 3. Number 2, y equal 6 minus, or sorry, maybe put it 3y equal 6 minus 12x. And number 3, 2x minus 6y equal, for example, 8. And we need to find the y-intercept and the slope. Now, for the first equation, what's the value of slope? For the first equation, the value of slope equal what? Good, 5. So the slope m equal 5. And the y-intercept, point equal negative 3. So 0, negative 3, or negative 3. If we need to point, 0, negative 3. We need y-intercept negative 3, okay? Now, the second, what's the value of slope? The second equation. Negative 4, 6, negative 4. We need to convert the equation in general, we need to convert the equation in the form like this: y with coefficient 1. So the right hand side, the coefficient of x equal the slope and the constant equal the y-intercept. So must be y in the left hand side with the coefficient 1. Okay, so cannot put it the slope equal coefficient of x, this is equal negative 12. This is incorrect. Okay, 6 also incorrect. We need firstly to convert the equation in the form y equal. Okay, so to solve this one, firstly 3y equal 6 minus 12x must be divided over 3. All terms over 3 over 3 over 3. So we have y equal 2 minus 4x. So we can now find the slope from the equation. The slope m equal negative 4 and the y-intercept equal 0 and 2. Okay. Also in the in the third equation, the equation number 3, we have 2x minus 6y equal 8. So firstly move the 2x to another side, so we have minus 6y equal 8 minus 2x. Now we need to divide by negative 6, so we have over negative 6 over negative 6 over negative 6. We have y equal negative 4 over 3 plus x over 3. After simplifying, negative 2 over negative 6, positive 1 over 3. Okay. Now the slope equal what? What's the coefficient of x? 1 over 3. 1 over 3. Good. And the y-intercept equal 0 and negative 4 over 3. Another equation, number 4, y equal negative 7. Number 5, x equal number 11. Number 6, 5y equal 3 minus x over 2. Also, we need to find the slope and y-intercept. The equation number 4, the slope equal what here? If we have y equal negative 5, the slope equals 0. If we have y equal constant, this is horizontal, so the slope directly equal 0. And the y-intercept 0 and negative 7. Okay. In the in the equation number 5, the slope equal what? Undefined. Undefined. And y-intercept not exist. غير موجودة. ما في عندنا. Why it's open loop? The answers. What's the meaning open loop? This is point, not interval. This is point, okay? Not interval. This is x coordinate and y coordinate. This is the point, okay? Number 6. Number 6. Firstly, divide by 5 because we need 5 alone in the left hand side. So divide by 5. So we have y equal 3 minus x over 2, and we have 5, so we have 10 in denominators. Okay. Now we can distribute the denominator on numerators. Okay. So we have y equal 3 over 10 minus x over 10. So the slope m equal minus 1 over 10, and the y-intercept 0 and 3 over 10. Okay. Okay. Any question? Any question? Any question about the slope and y-intercept? Okay, now also we can find the slope from the 2 point on the line. We can find the slope if we have 2 point or given 2 point on the line. Okay, what's the page you are in? Page number what? Page number what? This is different page because I insert some slide, empty slide, okay, blank slide. So in your page different, maybe remove 3. So we will start with the page number 8 or 9, okay? Now, if we have 2 point on the line, wait, I need a slide. Wait. يا آخر الرقم 900، ما أعرف، مش ظاهر عندي اسمك. لحظة أشوف. أنا جاوبتك. ليش نستخدم هذا؟ قلت لك بوينت، نقطة. هذه نقطة إحداثيات. النقطة ما في لها أقواس، أشكال، أقواس. قوس العادي. أوكي. هذه مو انترفال، مو فترة إنه والله من إلى، لا، هذه نقطة إحداثيات إكس وفي عندي إحداثيات واي. دائما بنحط القوس هذا. تمام. جاوبتك بس يا عبد الله. أكثر من مرة سألتني وجاوبتك أكثر من مرة. ميز بين النقطة والفترة يا عبد الله. أنا أسألك أنت تميز بين النقطة والفترة. الفترة هذه تعبير عن مجموعة أرقام من إلى، هذه الفترة. أما النقطة لا، هي أحداثيات إكس وواي. تمام. كيف طلع 3 على 10 في المثال؟ وين أي مثال؟ أوكي هنا 3 على 10. وزعنا 10 على البسط على الثلاث وعلى إكس. وزعنا الإكس سوري 10 على الإكس and 3. أوكي. Look at this. If we have 2 points, x1, y1, and x2 and y2, this is 2 points, we can find the slope of the line by using this formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if given 2 points, we can use these 2 points to find the slope of the line. Okay. Now, example about this one. Okay, wait. Example. Find the slope of the line that passes through the points. Number 1, if we have, for example, 2, 10, and 4, and negative 12. Number 2, negative 2 and 3. The second point, negative 2 and negative 6. Number 3, negative 3 and 5, and 0 and 5. Okay, so we have 3 pairs of points on the line, and we need to find the slope of the line. We can put it this one, x1 and y1, and this is x2 and y2. Also, we can, another student put it 2 and 10, x2, y2, and 4 or negative 12, x1, y1. This is no problem. We have the same answer. Okay. Now, the slope equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the slope equal y2 negative 12 minus y1 10 over 4 minus 2. So we have negative 22 over 2. So the slope equal negative 11. Okay. Negative 11. Number 2, to find the slope, if we have this is x1, y1, x2, y2, so we have negative 6 minus 3 over negative 2 minus negative 2 also. So this is equal negative 9 over 0, because we have negative 2 plus 2. So this is defined or undefined? Not 0. 0 if we have a fraction 0 over number, but number over 0, this is undefined. So this is undefined. If we draw the line, we can find this line is vertical. This is line vertical. Look at this. If we have xy plane, this is x and this is y, and the point at negative 2, we have 3, for example. This is the first point, -2, 3. And we have at 6, another point, -2 and -6. Look at this line. This is vertical line undefined. Okay. Now, the exercise number 3, the slope equal, if we have, this is x1, y1, x2, y2, we have 5 minus 5 over 0 minus -3. So we have 0 over 3. What's the value 0 over 3? The slope equal what? Equal 0. If we draw this line, we can find the line horizontal from this is the second point, 0, 5, 3, another 3, 5. Look at this. This is horizontal line. So the slope equal 0. Okay. Any question? Any question? هل الصوت واضح؟ هل الصوت واضح؟ لو طالب قال لي يس ولا واضح، إذا مش عندي المشكلة. تمام؟ فقط. فدبر عمرك وانت ظبط النت عندك وحاول تكون، واللي ممكن النت حواليك لانه المدارس لغايه الان ما قفلت، ولغايه الان في مدارس الخاصه والى اخره، فممكن يكون عندك مشكله في النت. انا موصل النت بسلك وليس وايرلس، بسلك موصله على اللابتوب. تمام، عشان ما يكون في اي تقطيع. طيب نرجع لموضوعنا، ورجاء من الآن فصاعدا أي واحد يقول له الصوت مو واضح من يدبر عمره هو. طيب now we can find the equation of the line if we have the point and the slope. If we have the point on the line and the slope of the line. Okay. Why okay. قبل ما هذا نشوف الأسئلة. المثال الثاني، ما هو المثال الثاني؟ ايش في المثال الثاني؟ المثال الثاني عوضنا ارقام، طلع عندي -9 على 0، -0 في المقام undefined، بس هذه انتهى. ارقام يعني احنا حسابات، انا مش شايف في شيء مشكله يعني. طيب how we take the slope number. how do we take the slope number؟ السؤال مش واضح. كيف ناخذ رقم ايش هذا؟ هينا نحسبه، هينا نحسبه بعد التبسيط. اللي ما بيعرف يستخدم، ما بيعرف يقسم ويطرح، يستخدم الآلة الحاسبة. Why is the second undefined? Undefined because we divide over 0. أنت استخدم الآلة الحاسبة، قسم -9 على 0. شو بتطلع لك الآلة الحاسبة؟ بيطلع لك ماث ايرور. هل مسموح الصفر يكون في المقام؟ أنت ما كنت مع المحاضرة الماضية واللي قبليها؟ ممنوع نقسم على 0. طيب okay, the slope, we can find the slope by this formula. This is formula already mentioned about this formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If we have 2 points, if we given 2 points on the line, we can find the slope of the line. Okay, now look at this. If given the slope and the point, this is given. Okay, هذا معطى معنا السلوب and point. So we can use this formula to find the equation of the line. The equation of the line, we can find it by this formula. Okay, I put some exercise about this. Wait. So, I mean, if we have line and given on the line the point x1 and y1 and the slope m, so the equation of the line we can write by y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. This is the equation of the line. Okay, so any line, we need to find the equation of this line. We must know the point and the slope of this line. Okay, the first example find an equation of the line that number one passes through the point for example minus 10 and 2 with a slope for example m equal minus 3. Okay, we need to find the equation of this line. Now any line given the slope and point, we can find the equation of this line. So the slope equal negative 3, the point 10, negative 10 and 2, this is x1 and y1. Okay, now the equation y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. So we need to substitute m here, x1 here, and y1 here to find this equation. Okay, now y minus 2 equal negative 3 x minus negative 10. So now we have y minus 2 equal, multiply negative 3 with x, we have negative 3x. Negative 3 multiply 10 because negative 10, 10, positive 10. Multiply by negative 3, negative 30. Now, the last step, move the negative 2 to another side. So we have negative 3x and minus 30 plus 2. So we have negative 28. This is the equation of the line. Good, ya Omar. Okay. Any question? Any question? أرد أعيد مع إن المفروض ما أعيد. المفروض تنتبه إذا في نقطة مو مفهمها تقول لي عنها إنه هذه مش مفهومة. تمام؟ ما بصير أعيد مثال كامل. في عندي بكون معطى نقطة وميل. 3 أرقام بنعوضهم. في الميل هنا والواي 1 هنا بنعوضها والإكس 1 بنعوضها هنا. صعبة؟ والله ما هي صعبة. 3 أرقام x1 بنحطها مكانها والواي 1 مكانها والام مكانها. الثلاث قيم هذول عندي الام وعندي الاكس 1 وعندي الواي 1 وهذا معطى بالسؤال. هي بعدين عمليات حسابية، فك أقواس، نقول رقم عشان السمبليفاي، تبسيط يعني. اوكي. The second example about this Number 2, passes through the points 0, for example, and 5, and 2 and -3, like this. So we need to find the equation of the line passes through 2 points. So we don't have here the slope, only we have not 1 point, we have 2 points. But to write the equation of the line, we need to given point and the slope. So how can find the equation of the line? To find the equation of the line, we must have the slope and the point. Okay, the point x1 and y1. Okay, and substitute y minus y1 equal m multiply x minus x1. So we have 2 points. Okay, but we don't have the slope here. So how can find the slope? Yes, we can find the slope by putting the formula m equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and this is x1 y1 and this is x2 and y2. So we have -3 minus 5 over 2 minus 0. So the slope equal -8 over 2. So we have -4. So the slope equal what? -4. The slope equal -4. And we can use any point, 0, 5 or 2 minus 3, no problem. We can use any point, okay? Now, substitute y1 equal what? 5. Substitute -4. Substitute x1, this is equal 0. Okay, substitute x1, substitute y1, and substitute m equal -4. Now y minus 5 equal -4x. So we have y equal -4x plus 5. This is the equation of the line. في أحد لسه ما دخل ندخله. Okay. شكرا على التنبيه. طيب, any question? Any question? Okay. Now return to the 2 points for parallel and perpendicular. Now, if we have 2 lines parallel, like this, we have L1 and L2 and M1 and M2. L means line 1, line 2, and M1, this is the slope for line 1, M2, the slope of the line 2. Okay, if line 1 and line number 2 are parallel, if L1 and L2 are parallel, so we can conclude that M1 must be equal M2. Any 2 line parallel must be the slope have the same slope. إذا كان في عنا parallel متوازيين سواء مستقيمين أو 3 أو 10 مستقيمات متوازية، هذا معناه إنه كلهم إلهم نفس السلوب. ممكن يكون مش نفس اللاين بس نفس السلوب. أوكي، يعني زي مثلا الأرضية اللي أنت واقف عليها السلوب تبعها 0 لأنها أفقي، صح؟ والسقف تبعك برضه أفقي، السلوب تبعه 0 لكن البوزيشن يختلف، هذا تحت هذا فوق، يختلف معادلاتهم، لكن هم فعليا لهم نفس السلوب، فهم بارلل. الأرضية اللي أنت واقف عليها، السقف اللي أنت واقف عليه، هم بارلل لبعض، لهم نفس السلوب مثلا. أوكي. And if we have perpendicular to line, perpendicular mean what? Mean we have two intersection with angle right angle. عندهم يعني L1 اللي له slope M1 and L2 have slope M2 are perpendicular. L1 and L2 perpendicular if we have right angle between them. كان زاوية التقاطع بيناتهم 90 درجة، أي بما معناه عندنا إحنا بنقول متعامدان. Now if L1 and L2 are perpendicular, then M1 multiply M2 لو نضرب ال 2 slope must be equal -1. This means if we have M2 we can find M1 by -1 over M2. If we have M2 إذا كان عندنا سلوب لأحد الخطوط المتعامدة، السلوب الآخر كيف نوجده؟ -1 over the M2. Okay. For example, if M2 equal مثلا 2, so the M1 equal what? -1 over 2. Okay. Must be the product equal -1. لازم لما نضربهم يكون الناتج -1 سالب 1. Okay, and it's perpendicular to line. Okay. Example about the perpendicular and وبعدها ناخذ بريك صلاة، ناخذ example على الباراليل وعلى البربنديكولار، بعدها راح نتوقف لبريك صلاة قبل ما ندخل بالموضوع الجديد. ناخذ example for the parallel line. Number 3, example number 3. Find the equation of the line that passes through the point -1 and -3 and parallel to the line 5y plus 10x minus 3 equal 0. Now also if we need to find the equation of the line, we must have the slope and the point x1 and y1. The point already given -1 and -3. Okay, and we need to find y minus y1, the equation, write the equation. So this is the equation, so we must have the slope. How can find the slope? Look at this given in example. We given the line, we need to find the equation of this line that parallel for what? For this line. بدنا نكتب معادلة مستقيم هو معطى معنا انه هو parallel لمستقيم اخر. اوكي، اذا اوجدنا ميل المستقيم الاخر اذا هو يمتلك نفس السلوب of the parallel to line are the same. So from this line, y minus, 5y plus 10x minus 3 equals 0. So we have 5y equal negative 10x plus 3. By divide by 5, we have y equal negative 5 over negative 10 over 5 plus 3 over 5. By divide the equation over 5. So the y equal minus 2x plus 3 over 5. We can conclude that the slope equal what? Minus 2. So we have the slope negative 2 that parallel to our line we needed to find the equation. So this is have the same slope. Okay, have the same slope. Now we can find the equation y minus y1 negative 3 equal m negative 2 x minus negative 1. So we have y plus 3 equal negative 2x and negative 2. Move 3 to another side, so we have y equal negative 2x minus 5. Okay, any question? Any question? Now okay. طيب هذا بالنسبة للباراليل. ناخذ مثال على البيربنديكولار عشان ناخذ بريك بعدين ونبدأ بموضوع جديد عشان نختم هذا الموضوع. Number 4 passes through the point negative 6 and 5 and perpendicular to the line three y equal 5 minus 6x. This is the same, but here perpendicular. So we need to conclude the slope from the given perpendicular line. Also, we need to find the slope firstly, and given x1 and y1, this is value minus 6 and 5. After that, we can find the equation of the line. Okay, now we have 3y equal 5 minus 6x. By divide over 3, y equal 5 over 3 minus 6x over 3. So we have y equal 5 over 3 and negative 2x. So the slope of perpendicular negative 2. Now the slope of the first line or our line, this is equal what? Minus 1 over m2. So this is minus 1 over negative 2. So we have 1 over 2. Okay. Now we can conclude the slope 1 over 2, and now we can find the equation of our line. This is y minus 5 equal half multiplied by x minus negative 6. So y minus 5 equal half x and half multiply positive 6 equal 3. Move the negative 5 to another side, so we have y equal half x plus 8. This is the equation. ليه اخترنا الام 2 اللاين الثاني؟ هذا اللاين الاول اللي بدنا نوجد معادلته وهو بيربنديكولار لهذا. عادي هي ام 1 وام 2 هي يعني إذا كان أنت بدك توجد M2 هي -1 على M1، وإذا بدك توجد M1 هي -1 على M2. هاي أسماء. هو بالنهاية في عندي 2 لاين. اللاين الأول ما عندي السلوب تبعه، اللاين الثاني اللي هو بيربنديكولار إله السلوب تبعه -2. إذا شو اللاين الأول؟ هم بيربنديكولار، يعني -1 على الثاني. أوكي، سواء استخدمنا هذه أو هذه ما في مشكلة. لأنها بيربنديكولار، ما أخذت قيمتين للميل لأنه بيربنديكولار. ما انتبهتوا على اللي كتبته هنا؟ ويت، هنا هذه إذا كان عندي 2 لاين بيربنديكولار، هذه 2 لاين بيربنديكولار، كيف بوجد؟ أهم شيء إنه حاصل ضربهم يكون -1. إذا عندي واحد -2، الثاني شو لازم يكون؟ بس هذه هي، لازم يكون إذا كانوا بيربنديكولار لازم يكون حاصل ضرب الميلين -1. طب واحد منهم -2، كيف بدنا نطلع الثاني؟ بأي طريقة بدك تطلعه. فهو نص، لأنه نص ضرب -2 بيعطيني -1. أوكي، لازم أهم شيء حاصل ضربهم -1. طب أنا عندي هذا، كيف أطلع هذا؟ يعني -1 على الM2. أنا عندي هذا اللي هو الM1، كيف أطلع M2؟ يعني -1 على M1، وهكذا. أنت حر، هذه أسماء أنت بتسميها. أنا واحد سميته M1 أو لاين 1 أو لاين 2، هذا أنت. تمام؟ طيب نتوقف هنا.